My name is Kieran. Welcome to one of the biggest previews I'll be doing this season. It is Manchester United versus Barcelona in the Champions League quarter-final, and I'm absolutely buzzing about this, guys. We've waited so long to get back into the Champions League quarter-finals, and now we are here. We are back where we belong, and we're playing one of the best, if not the best team in Europe right now in Barcelona. And even though it's going to be a really tough challenge, even though it's going to be very tough, it's hard to see us winning this tie. I'm just really happy that we're back where we belong, fighting for the Champions League in the latter stages of the Champions League against the big guns. It feels good to be back, and you know what? I still think we've got a chance, and a lot of people will be saying, you know, it's going to be a one-side affair. Barcelona, they might struggle a bit at Old Trafford, but away from home, they're going to absolutely walk it at the Nou Camp. But you know what? After what happened against PSG, I have optimism. And you know what? Even though it's going to be very difficult, why not? Who knows what can happen? Knockout football, anything can happen. So I'm looking forward to it. I really am looking forward to it. And if you guys are looking forward to it as well, make sure you leave a like on this stream and also subscribe to the channel if you are new as well. But we are back uploading. I just need to reconfigure this, by the way. But welcome to everyone who has just joined. As I said, as usual, please do, get your thoughts in. And it's a huge preview, guys. Absolutely massive preview. Hold on, I just need to put this back in the box. But yeah, welcome to Yash, Rashford and United 2. Thanks for joining, guys. As I said, please leave a like. Also, subscribe to this channel if you are new, because we are on 600 and we've just gone to 602 subscribers as well. So thank you so much for all the support recently. It's been absolutely amazing. And yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, but thanks to everyone who has just joined. Welcome to Football Crew Show as well. He says, whatever happens in this fixture, let's go out there and enjoy it, because this is definitely the end of the road for United in the Champions League. That comment started off so positively, and then you said that. Mate, I mean, you know what? We have to go out and enjoy it. It's going to be a massive fixture. As I said at the start, this is one of the fixtures which Man United fans were waiting for. This is where we want to be, not just this season, but every season coming. So, we have to relish it. We have to show that we can compete. But I still think we've got an opportunity, guys. I still think we've got an opportunity in this game. Knockout football is chaos, absolute chaos. Who knows what's going to happen? Yes, Barcelona are strong favourites, but you never know. You have to have faith. Have to have faith. But I'm going to start with Barcelona, as I always do. I always start talking with the opponent. Now, firstly, I want to address as well, if you guys haven't seen, when I did, it must have been a month or two ago, where I did my Champions League quarter-final draw reaction, and we got Barcelona, and I had so many Barcelona fans saying they were going to absolutely cream us. So, if any of you are watching, the Barcelona fans that commented on that video so confidently, you know what? I'm so happy that you're so cocky and confident going into this game, because yes, you should beat us, but I like coming up against a team that thinks they're really good, who thinks they're really confident, who thinks it's going to be easy. I really do enjoy coming up against those sort of fans. So you know what, bring it on. You might be very confident, and you have a right to. You're top of the Liga, 11 points clear with 7 games to go. You've already won that. This is the main focus, and ultimately, you probably have a right to be confident, but you never rule out Manchester United. You can never rule out Manchester United. So if any of you Barcelona fans are watching tonight, just watch out. That's all I'm going to say. Rashford says, United 2, I'll be with you, brother, on the preview. Of course, yeah, go check out United 2 as well if you haven't already. He also says, what's your score, everyone? Says we stood nothing. Get them in. I'll get them come with Man United did PSG, of course. Well, obviously, I think what you mean there is, no one thought we had a hope against PSG, and that's totally right. We had no hope against PSG. Everyone thought the tie was done. But we came back, and that's what Man United does. And you know what? I wouldn't want to come up against Manchester United in the Champions League this season. That's all I'm saying. If I was an opposition fan, I would not want to see Manchester United drawn against us. And if we get through this, Liverpool's waiting for us. And if we get through Barcelona, we'll want to absolutely crucify Liverpool. So I'm looking forward to it, guys. Absolutely buzzing. But yeah, I'm going to start with Barcelona. I'm going to talk a bit about them. Of course, Barcelona, as I said, top of La Liga, 11 points clear. Absolutely blown Real Madrid out of the water this season. And they've got 7 games to potentially bottle it, but they're not going to do it with 11-point lead. So Barcelona probably are winners of La Liga. So they're going to focus on the Champions League, and they really want to win the Champions League. They've gone far too long without winning it with a team of that sort of caliber. So yeah, they'll be really wanting to get back into all the semi-finals, the finals of the Champions League, and they've obviously going to be coming here with favourites. But one thing that is good for this particular game, obviously we're starting as the home leg, is the fact that Barcelona, looking at their fixtures, are probably a bit weaker away from home. The Nou Camp, they've got a stellar record, an unbelievable record at the Nou Camp, but going away from home, Barcelona aren't exactly the best side. I mean, they obviously do get wins in La Liga because they're playing Farmers every week, but when in the Champions League, when they go away from home, they have got unstuck. I mean, last season or a few seasons ago, we saw Roma, beat Barcelona 3-0 at home. Chelsea at home drawing 1-1 with Barcelona. And it just seems that Barcelona, when they go away from home in Europe, they're not the best side at all. So we can take confidence from that, and we need to start well if we have any chance of winning this tie. I think if we lose, 2 or 3-0 after the first leg, I think that is done and dusted. So yeah, we have to start well, and I think Barcelona's away record in the Champions League isn't amazing, so we can take confidence from that. We really can, and I'm looking forward to seeing if Barcelona are up for that challenge. But yeah, we can take confidence from that. But of course, Barcelona are much the stronger favourites for this one. And obviously, Lionel Messi is the one that everyone's going to be talking about. He's the one that we have to stop. And Ole Gunnar Soslkjaer said in his his press conference that can you really have a plan to stop Lionel Messi? Can it be done? Can it really be done? And the answer is, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure if you can stop Lionel Messi. When he's on fire, it doesn't matter what plan you've got in place. It's going to take a lot of stopping. But you know what? I'm sure Ole Gunnar Soslkjaer, Mike Phelan, McKenna, Carrick, they've all had meetings on the training ground. I'm sure they've got something up their sleeve. And if they don't, then I think we're going to have to fear the worst. But everyone has to be on it. If we're going to beat Barcelona, every single one of those players has to be on it from the beginning to the end of the tie. Because Barcelona, they're going to be on it. They're going to want to win. They're coming to the theatre of dreams to make their own dreams. And they've got the players to absolutely destroy us. And I think there is definitely a huge opportunity. There's a huge chance that we could get absolutely tonked about 7 or 8-0 on aggregate. That could happen. I'm not ruling that out whatsoever. If we start poorly and we play like we have in the last few games, that could be on the cards. But you know what? We go into this game renewed optimism. Yes, in the league we haven't had the best of games, but the best of runs. But the Champions League is completely different. Completely different. Yash says we really don't have a chance. We have top 4 fight to look after. Yeah, I mean, obviously the Premier League top 4 fight is kind of our main priority, but you never know. If we get past Barcelona, who knows from there, really? We're playing Liverpool. We could stop them from winning the Champions League. Then we move on to the final. I mean, if we win, I would much rather win the Champions League than get top 4, to be honest with you. I would much rather win the Champions League. So if it got down to that, I'd probably go for the Champions League. And I hope we are in that situation. It'd be miraculous, considering Ole Gunnar Soslkjaer has only had about 6 months in charge at Manchester United. So again, if we do get to that Champions League final, I think we can bin off top 4, really. The Full Crew Show says PSG are nothing compared to Barcelona. Let's not get carried away. I mean, look, that is true, but I still think PSG, no one gave us a hope. No one gave us a hope going into that PSG game. But look what's happened now. Look at what's happened now. We miraculously got through that, and there's no reason why we can get through this challenge. The players will have that experience of getting through against PSG, and that's going to help them against Barcelona no end. Welcome to Lennox and the Red Devil. Welcome, Zach. Thanks for joining. By the way, guys, make sure you check out the Red Devil in the description down below if you haven't already. Really, really good Manchester United channel. Great content. So make sure you check him out in the link in the description down below. Rashford says, please, let us not slip in the beginning or in the end. This is the type of game that needs 90 minutes of concentration, says Rashford. Totally agree, mate. Totally agree. And yeah, Ratty also said, just a reminder, they're a very, very smart team, but their defensive absolutely not strong. They conceded goals, why not take the opportunity? Yeah, I mean, look, Barcelona have faults. Even Barcelona have faults. They are a brilliant side. You know, their attacking presence is almost unrivaled by any other team in Europe. You know, Messi, Suarez, you know, Coutinho as well. Excuse me, even looking at their midfield, which is probably superior to the midfield that we've got at our disposal, at least for the first leg. But their defence isn't something amazing. Their defence is not some sort of, you know, fortress for me. I think we can get at it. There's no reason why we can't. We've got pace in behind, you know, and we have to be on it. Yes, we have to be on it. But if we are, why not go for it? Why not go for it? And you know what? I'd much rather go out of the Champions League going for it than, you know, get kind of a 0-0 draw, just kind of, you know, parking the bus. Obviously, I want United to play pragmatically. I want them to play in a way which isn't stupid, leaving holes at the back. But I'd love to see us go for it as well. Welcome, Krishna. Thanks for joining as well. Really do appreciate it, bro. He says, Barca, the only problem is their right back. Man United can press from there. I hope so, mate. We need to exploit any weakness that we can, let's be honest, because Barcelona don't have too many weaknesses, but if we can exploit the weaknesses and also do what we did in the away leg against PSG, which is pounce on their mistakes, because even Barcelona will make mistakes over the course of these two legs. Barcelona will make defensive mistakes. If we capitalise on those errors, scoring goals from them, it'll put a lot of pressure on them, I can tell you that. It'll put a lot of pressure on them. So, you know what? I'm looking forward to it, guys. I'm honestly buzzing, honestly. The Red Devil says, I think we'll scrap a 1-0 win at Old Trafford. Love the positivity, Zach. And you know what? I'll take that all day long. A 1-0 lead to take to the Nou Camp. The Nou Camp is going to be a massive test for us. We've had some brilliant times at the Nou Camp, obviously in '99. Ole Gunnar Soslkjaer himself, 20 years on since that happened. So, hopefully that's a good omen for us. But yeah, taking a lead to the Nou Camp is an imperative for me, for us going through in this tie. But even a 0-0 draw, I wouldn't mind that. You know, we'd still be level in the tie, and it would give us a good springboard to have a go at them at the Nou Camp. Lennox says, remember last season Roma beat Barca in the quarterfinals. Exactly. If we can take positives from that. We can take positives from that, and we need to take positives from that. We need to pounce on every single mistake. If we get a penalty, we have to score them. Every single opportunity we get, we have to take it. Welcome to Art Vrap. Thanks for joining, mate. As always, really appreciate it, guys. If you haven't already as well, please do leave a like on the stream. It really does help me out. So thank you very much for you guys if you are watching, and if you have already done that, that's brilliant. Rashford says, keeping clean sheet is a problem. There's a reason why Ole will play Scott. He'll jump and he is tall. Yeah, I mean, look, I think Scott McTominay actually in the last few games has not been too poorly. Hasn't played too poorly. Obviously, got his first goal for Manchester United against Wolves, which I was so happy to see him bang it in from about 20 yards out. Hopefully, he can do the same against Barcelona. That would be really handy. But yeah, I think Scott McTominay will definitely work hard for the team. And I think actually pressing-wise, he's done very well, and I think if anyone's going to be on Lionel Messi, hard to believe, but Scott McTominay might be the one to deal with Lionel Messi. You guys can leave your thoughts on that in the live chat. As another question I want to get onto, how would you guys stop Lionel Messi? Let me know in the live chat, and also if you're watching as a video, thank you very much. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below as well. Lennox says Barcelona defense isn't the best. They conceded 4 against Villarreal. That's what I was saying at the start. You know, Barcelona away from home are a bit flaky, especially this season. And I think we can exploit that tomorrow night, and really, we'll have to exploit that tomorrow night if we are going to win this game. Welcome to Sick Ball. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. He goes with 2-1 Barca. Rashford to score, Messi and Rakitic. I hope it doesn't come true, Sick Ball, but thank you very much for joining. Really appreciate it. Art says we can beat Barcelona. We need to keep attacking quick football, and from when the whistle is blown, we need to keep focused. I mean, there's no doubt about that, mate. You're spot on, Art Vrap. Spot on, because you have to keep focused against Barcelona. You know, they're going to be absolutely hammering our goal for spells of the game. They're probably going to have much more possession. It'll probably be about 60-40 in favour of Barcelona in terms of possession. So, you know what? We're going to have to be focused. We're going to have to make sure we don't leave holes in behind. And we have to make sure we make it really hard for themselves. Really hard for Barcelona, sorry, for them to exploit us. We need to make sure that if Barcelona score, it's a worldie. It's a goal that we can't stop. We need to make sure if Barcelona score, that is what happens. And, you know, if Lionel Messi runs through like 9 of our players and scores, you just have to applaud him. You can't do much about it, let's be honest. So yeah, hopefully we make it very difficult for them. And especially at the new camp, we have to make it difficult. We have to keep focused. Very little English teams go to the new camp and win, so it'd be a huge, huge victory for us if we were to do that. Football Crucio says foul him, man mark him, yeah. Obviously do an Ander Herrera job. Unfortunately, Ander Herrera is not available for the game, which is a massive loss for me. Still out injured as well, so not ideal, because I think Ander Herrera would be the perfect kind of player to do the man marking job on Lionel Messi. So unfortunately Herrera's out because I think he would have done a brilliant job. Razif says, remember last season, first league, when Scott McTominay had Hazard against Chelsea? Yeah, I think Scott McTominay wouldn't do such a bad job in my opinion. I think he's definitely a candidate up there to stop Lionel Messi, but I don't know. Sigball said, do you think you can do this? Mate, I think we can. I think there's, why not? Stranger things have happened in football. Roma beat them last season in the quarterfinals. Why not? Why not? Why can't we beat Barcelona? You know, especially after what happened against PSG. I have so much confidence and so much optimism in this team. And you know what? There were so many Barcelona fans in my Champions League quarterfinal draw reaction. You know, giving it the big one, being so cocky. And I love that. I absolutely love that, because when we knock you out of the Champions League, I'm going to laugh my head off. Christian says, stop Leo, don't make mistakes at defensive lines. Mistakes should be at 0%. Mistakes will definitely cost us, and as I said, we need to make sure we keep our mistakes down to a minimum, and also if Barcelona make any sort of mistake, we have to pounce on it, like we did against PSG. You know, when they gave the ball away, Lukaku ran through, slotted it past the keeper, and that was a crucial goal at that time in the game as well. So if we do get those sort of opportunities, my God, we have to take them. Welcome to Rasmus. Thanks for joining, Rasmus. Really appreciate it, mate. Please do leave a like if you haven't already, guys. That'd be absolutely fantastic if you could. Art Frappy says, we are the Red Devils. Barcelona should be scared of us. You make a brilliant point, mate. Brilliant point. You know, I think we're constantly worrying about Barcelona, Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez. We're worrying about these players, but Barcelona are going to have to worry about what we've got. You know, Marcus Rashford coming back into the team, Anthony Martial, Paul Pogba on his day as well. You know, we've got some players that can hurt Barcelona, and they're going to have to be just as wary as we are to some of their players. So, as I said, we have to believe. You know, we haven't kicked the ball yet. There's no point in being defeatist before we've even kicked the ball. We can do this, guys. We can do this. Rashford says, again, it's true, Messi is a GOAT, but 11 versus 11, we can't just focus on him. Again, a very good point, Rashford. Very good point, mate. If we just focused on Messi, they've got other players that can hurt us. So, to a man, we have to be brilliant. We have to be resolute. We can't make mistakes, and we have to just be focused the whole time. I think you guys have mentioned it, and I really do agree with what you said. Focus are the 3 key words, you know, we have to do. And if we are going to progress, we have to focus, and it's focus, you know, being strong defensively, you know, working as a team as well. We have to have the mentality of nothing's getting past us. Everyone is in together. There should be no bickering. Everyone is a team. Everyone's a unit. I know that sounds so cheesy, but it has to be done. If you're going to go through in the Champions League, it's knockout football. You have to come together. You have to be resolute, and hopefully we can do that against Barcelona. Sigball said, I mean, if you lost the Wolves twice, and Barca will probably beat you. As I said, our league form's not great. You know, only 1 win in our last 4 league games. It's a poor record. But you know what? The Champions League's a different kettle of fish, mate. It really is a different kettle of fish. So I'm really hoping we can change our fortunes around. Yes, if we play like we did in the last few games, we're gonna get beat. But you know what? We have to go into it with a renewed sense of there you go. I thought he was going to say something else there. Not come on, City. We don't condone that on this channel. Randall says, we need to stop the GOAT. I usually want him to keep shining, but hopefully not tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully not, mate. Lennox says, Pogba has to perform tomorrow. He's been inconsistent for weeks. I totally agree. Paul Pogba needs to step up. These are the sort of games which we bought Paul Pogba for. You know, 300 grand a week for Paul Pogba. He reports that he wants, what, 450 grand a week, 500 grand a week? Not on your Nelly. Not on your Nelly. And if Paul Pogba Pogba wants to prove to us that he's worth that money, tomorrow night and a few weeks' time is when he can do that against Barcelona. This is the big test that we need Paul Pogba for. And yes, he won't have the best midfield partners because Matic and Herrera both are doubts for the game. But Pogba needs to step up, no doubt about it. I totally agree with you, Lennox. Great point there. Rashford says we can't start the game with defensive and barely attack. When you defend against Barca, they press really high. I mean, I think we do have to be careful not to leave ourselves, open in behind, because Barcelona will pick us off all day long. But yeah, I totally agree with you, Rashford. We have to go for it, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I put in the title. We have to go for it, and even if we get knocked out, I don't mind. As long as we go for it, as long as we cause some problems and play entertaining football, I'm not too bothered. Because you know what? No one's expecting us to go through in this game, so it's a bit of a free hit for us, really. But you know what? I think we can go through, and we have to attack them. We have to score goals, and I know that's very obvious, but we can't score goals if you don't go at them. Sigbal says Barca could lose 4-0 tomorrow. They could do then do a remonta, Yeah, look, I think potentially, mate. I think Barcelona have definitely got the capability of coming back. The big one, PSG, they coming back from 4-0 deficit against PSG to come back was simply sensational. So we've got to be careful of that. But you know what? We can come back as well. Fulk Crucial says if Pogba doesn't turn up tomorrow night, I hope fans start realising that he wasn't worth the money we paid for him back in 2016 from Juventus. Yeah, I mean, look, I think Pogba this season, in some games has been at his best. I mean, when Ole Gunnar Soslkjaer came in at Manchester United, he was on fire, Paul Pogba. We thought this was it. Paul Pogba reborn. He's finally signed for Manchester United. And now he's kind of gone back again. And it's not a good sign. It's not what we want to see. And as I said, in these sort of games, in these sort of games, it's where we need Paul Pogba to thrive. And if he doesn't, I'm afraid 450 grand a week, you are having a feckin' laugh. Vrat P says, I don't see why people don't see us going through. We are the Red Devils and we can cause damage and we'll see who goes through. Exactly, mate. Love the positivity. Love the positivity from you. Love it. Sigball says, the magic of the European football is strange because you never know what could happen. Exactly, Sigball. Exactly, mate. Nail on the head, boy. Nail on the head. You don't know what's going to happen in European football. Anything could happen. Anything could conjure up. Barcelona could not turn up. We could not turn up. Who knows? Rasmus says, well, we can do what Chelsea did under Di Matteo. We can eliminate them. Yeah, you know what? They did that, and it was a historic night for their football club. Hopefully, we can do it at a very historic stadium for us. But yeah, obviously, we've talked a bit about how we can stop Lionel Messi. And in terms of how we're going to set up, I think it's going to be very, very difficult to predict. But I think we are going to stick with a 4-3-3 formation. I think we are going to stick with that. And I think the front three is going to be key. And I think they're going to have a really thankless task. Even though we're at home, I think Barcelona, as I said, is going to have much more possession. They're going to have much more possession. And we're going to have to press high. And I think, Rashford, probably Lingard and Martial starting up front. Potential for Romelu Lukaku to start as a striker because obviously he did so well against PSG. He started as a striker against Wolves as well. So there's definitely a potential for Solskjaer to go back to Romelu Lukaku starting up top, and maybe he's the right kind of guy, to bully those Barcelona defenders, because the Barcelona back line is very much used to, having small men playing against them, but having a big man to bully those centre-backs might be the right idea, who knows. Welcome Ryan, thanks for joining Ryan, really appreciate it. He says, I believe we can get a good result tomorrow, but we'll need to show up. In recent Champions League home games, we've been poor. Totally agree, Ryan, totally agree. We have to show up. Barcelona are going to show up, no doubt about that. Even on a bad day, Barcelona can rip you to shreds. So we have to turn up. We have to, bounce back from what happened against Wolves and play the best we can be. And everyone has to be focused and up for it. And if you can't motivate yourself for this sort of game, then you may as well not play for Manchester United, because this is where we should be. This is where we want to be. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Krishna says, keep possession, don't make mistakes, and press high, because Barca press easily and United can trouble the defence. Totally agree, mate. Totally agree. Art says, why do we do better away, not home? It's a good question. I don't know why, but I think it's just because we're much better at the counter-attacking style of play, which might actually be beneficial for us for the home leg and the away leg, because I think Barcelona are going to have much more of the possession. So I think, yeah, I think we're going to have to be resolute, and I think, you know, we are going to have to play well on the counter-attack. But we can do that. We've seen that against PSG. But the main thing we have to do is take every single one of our chances. Every chance we get. We might only get about 5 or 6 good chances over the 2 legs, but we have to take every chance that comes to us. If not, we don't deserve to go through. We have to take our opportunities. Ryan says, less pressure away than Old Trafford. People expect us to win at home, then we flop. Of course, yeah. Obviously, our home games aren't brilliant. They're not brilliant at all. So, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do, but we have to play well on the counter-attack. We have to play well on the counter-attack, no doubt about it. Sickball said, I hope Liverpool lose 3-0 at home tonight. I mean, look, I hope Liverpool lose, but in some ways, if we get through to the semi-finals, I want to play Liverpool. I want to beat the Scousers and send them packing. I mean, that would give me so much satisfaction, because it doesn't matter if Liverpool win the league. We knock them out of the Champions League. That would just be ace. That would be absolutely unbelievable. Ryan says, we have to attack the Barca defenders at home to PSG. We invite them to attack. Yeah, obviously PSG scored twice, which we thought it was over, and of course it wasn't over, but if Barcelona win 2-0, get 2 away goals, it would be very, very difficult for us to get anything out of this game. But guys, I'm going to go on to my predicted lineup and my score prediction. I am going to end this stream before the Man City versus Spurs game, because I'm sure you guys will want to watch that. And it's going to be, I love Champions League quarterfinals and an all-English tie to boot as well. It's going to be a great game. But I'm going to give you my lineup prediction and my score prediction as well. So my lineup prediction, I'm going to go with David De Gea in goal. I'm going to go with Luke Shaw at left back. Going to see Smalling and Lindelof as the 2 centre backs. Ashley Young at right back. 3 in the midfield. I think we're going to see McTominay, Fred, and Pogba. And 3 up front. I'm going to go with Rashford up front, Martial on the left, and Jesse Lingard on the right-hand side. I think potentially Rashford might be starting on the bench for Romelu Lukaku. But apart from that, I think it's going to be very, very difficult to predict. Welcome to Red Devil Rant TV. Thanks for joining, mate. Appreciate it. He says, I'm going to tomorrow. If we draw, if we win, if we lose, I don't really mind. I'm just going to love the atmosphere. Yeah, mate. Hopefully you're the good luck charm, mate. Hopefully you're the good luck charm. Please do leave a like if you're not already, guys. It'd be absolutely fantastic if you could. And Christian says, don't forget, if we have Messi, if they have Messi, we have Ole. He'll take care of them. Hashtag huge salute to Ole. Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. And you know, we're gonna have to stop Messi in some way, but ultimately, you know, we've done so well to get this far, and yeah, I mean, as Red Devil Rant TV said, the atmosphere is going to be buzzing, no doubt about it. It's going to be absolutely buzzing at Old Trafford, and yeah, this is where we belong, guys. We just have to enjoy it, soak it in, because you never know what happens. You know what happens after this season. We might not get in this position for the next few seasons. So soak this game up, soak the atmosphere, enjoy it, and yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing for it. Rashford says this isn't just a game or belief. But also a game of passion, a game of concentration, a game of cleverness, and definitely a game of real football. Summed it up perfectly, Rashford, mate, as you always do. Summed it up perfectly. Sickball says 2-1 Barca, 99.999%. It's going to be like that. Sorry, Knife fans, please don't hate on me. Don't worry about it, mate. You've got your right to have your prediction. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I'm going to give you my score prediction now. I think it's going to be a tight game. I think I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. I think we might score early. I think we might score early, and I don't know why. I just feel like we could score an early goal. But even if we do score an early goal, I think Barcelona are going to come back at us, and I think they could nick it. And I think they could nick a late away goal, which would be absolutely sickening. But I see it being 1-1, and I don't know why. But I hope it's 1-0, as Ryan says. Ryan hoping 1-0. Rashford going with 2-0 United. Loving the optimism, guys. Loving it. But yeah, 1-1. Also the prediction of someone a bit earlier up in the comments. But yeah, I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. I'd probably take that at this stage, knowing Barcelona. I'd probably take a 1-1 draw. But of course, if we can keep a clean sheet whilst also, you know, taking a goal to the new camp, that would be dreamland, absolute dreamland for us. But as long as we don't concede more than one away goal, I think we'll be alright. So yeah, let me know your score predictions, guys, in the live chat right now. And also, if you're watching as a video, let me know your score predictions in the comment section. Christian says tomorrow will be the clash of legend clubs. Exactly. It's a huge match, a huge fixture with a lot of historical significance. Of course, you know, Manchester United '99 won the Champions League in the Nou Camp. So great memories there, and hopefully you make another brilliant memory tomorrow night. Well, no, when we play the away leg at least, but still, we want to make a brilliant memory tomorrow night. Last time Barcelona played United at Old Trafford, Paul Scholes with a rip snorter. Hopefully we can see that from Scott McTominay. Frappi goes with 2-1 United, loving it. Rashford, Lingard. He says they're going to get a late you know, away goal, which would be a bit annoying, but I'll take 2-1 all day long. Football Crucials goes with a 2-1 Barcelona win. But yeah, I'm going to end it here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so buzzing for this game. I will be doing my match review straight after the game against Barcelona, hopefully with a smile on my face. But yeah, thank you so much to everyone who has been watching. Really do appreciate it as always. Leave a like if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Thank you so much for 600 subscribers. I really appreciate it. And enjoy the Champions League football on tonight, of course. City playing Spurs as well. I'll be watching that, and you can see what I think of that game. You can follow me on Twitter, and you can see what I'm thinking, my opinions on the game. So follow me on Twitter down below in the description. But thanks for watching, guys, as always. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully after a memorable European night.